to this point so you can help others. You talk about Tony Robbins and Dean Graziolo, okay, all those other great people that are trying to help us become the best people we can, and become, it's a guys, mate, whether it's a mentor, coach, whatever term you want to put it on, we're going to be like that. So you can see I can see Goddess Isis right here, right next to me. And you can see that I'm connected to the earth. I'm the earth warrior. You can see with the feathers. I just love wearing the feathers. It's the way it is.
I'm
but
wearing feathers today too. Feathers.
There you go. I can just see Goddess Isis right here. Have a look at it.
Well, my husband and mother-in-law are headed to Egypt in next month, so I'm gonna get a couple little new surprises. So I'm pretty excited about that. I know they'll find gems.
You know, here's a goal for you, ladies and gentlemen. You get to yourself where you find your purpose. How about one day in the future, we'd love to see a live Goddess Isis reading from Egypt. How's that sound?
No, it will happen. I am manifesting all the most amazing things into my life, and I really do feel that was something that I just felt so connected to. And you know, you got to do what you love, and it's important to continue with the things that suit your soul. And I think that's what we get from listening to other people's stories and other people's journeys, because we realize we're not all so similar, so different. Like, we're very similar. Trauma is trauma, and we can really help each other by supporting each other, sharing our experiences in a place that is free of judgment and free of, you know, hate. And there are people like that. I found people like that. So that's the message, that we can build a life like that. We don't have to settle for this life that, you know, is hate filled.
You can't go. Sorry. So I was a bit of a drop out on my end. Sorry.
I know there's life out there. We're going to create it, and hopefully you guys want to create it with us.
Exactly. So we get to a point where you get a point of life where you want to learn from others. So, and obviously, look, let's be we're quite honest here. There's obviously still got to live, and you got to, you know, obviously pay a fee of whatever it may be, or whatever it may be to for your services, which is basically give and receive. There's the law of giving and receiving, but that's fine, because you know there's nothing wrong with that, because what you're doing is you're helping people, and they're rewarding you with the service. So that's how you look at it as a spiritual side of thing. Your story is giving service to others, to giving a service to others to become better. And that's what it is. So I learned that from Tony. Hi Tony, how are you? And Dean and all that. It made sense that, because what we're doing is we're giving everyone a chance to become more, because we've gone through the experience. And you know, the other big part I got was there's nothing like oversaturation of market. So talk about all this garbage that come, it's saturated, all this stuff. Yeah, good on you. But at the end of the day, my voice, Jackie's voice, will resonate to someone out there, all right, that they need to hear it from us, because they resonate with us. You're going to remember, this is called a tribe. This is why me and Jackie can connect so well, all right? This is why we've got comments, you know, that they can see the energy between us as a tag team. All right, I'm using wrestling terms. That's the way it works, all right? But you can see that they do that. But you can also see that her voice will attract certain people, because they want to hear it from her. My voice will attract certain people. Together as a team, you can hear us run off each other. And we've had many great comments to say what a team we are. Okay, it works. Yeah, that's great. We appreciate it and we love it. But at the end of the day, what are we saying that it's helping you? Okay, we're here to help you as well by talking about, like, going down to Frio for me and going back to my spiritual home. That I did about 70 videos in 3 days, walked 45k. There you go. All right, went to Rottnest Island, went and played with these little quokka things. All right, I didn't touch them because you're not supposed to. But the inspiration of getting back to where you are and your spiritual awakening place, okay, here we go, your place where you are, feel home. And then you can get into it. You ask Jackie what she said. She's texting me going, oh my God, I'm in this beautiful place. The teepee, that's her home. She's found it. Now she'll work on that. I will start to work on where I'm going with regards to the shadow. So take something wherever position you are in life, remember there's always a choice. And the choice is to try and find yourself and find others that are like, and that's what the tribe's all about. What do you think about that? That was a bit of a rant, that was.
Yeah, I love it, and it's true, and I wasn't expecting to go out there and have this experience. Like, I knew I was going to see my family, it was going to be great, but all of that came as a surprise to me. So an experience in nature and a profound spiritual not awakening, I wouldn't say, but a spiritual moment can happen when you least expect it and in the craziest of places, and just be open to the opportunity to allow these amazing things to come into your life, and don't shy away from taking those steps and getting out there, because you're not going to find it sitting on your couch.
That's exactly right. What do you think? Okay, here's a question for you that I had a couple of weeks ago. Being open, when they asked me when this all started for me, right? And I could go back 1996. I was walking down South Street, Fremantle, listening to Wild Again by Starship, all right? And I was starting my massage, my therapy, and my health journey, okay, to work from there. I know exactly. I walked down that street and had I get deja vu, memory, whatever it may be. I'm looking, going, wow, you know. And you'll see when the videos do come out. Is there a point in your life, and when is that happening, and when they ask me, how did you know that? I go, I can't really answer that in a direct way to say, it's an inner knowing. What do you think about that? When you know that you are moving on to the next stage, what did you think about that? When did you know, Jack? When did you know that, when that happened?
Awakenings, small perception changes as different, usually very challenging things came up, and continuing to come back to myself and analyze it, then I would gain the perspective of what it was trying to teach me. And I started looking at things in a way of, what is this situation trying to teach me? And as soon as I started asking that, my mind opened up to searching for the karmic cycles that were being created, so I could start releasing those. And that is how I view everything now. And I can't, speak for my future, but it hasn't done me wrong so far.
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, that's how I look at it too. So you sort of move, and when you're open to it, you sort of force it. There's universal laws that you learn. And the other question again is, what would you ask yourself now to back then? What would you like to know sooner? I go, well, I guess in a way, the lesson keeps coming around, or are you meant to go through this journey to get to where you are? And you have to accept where you are. Would that be fair?
100%. I would love, and I've been saying it over this last week because I had some interesting experiences happen, but why didn't I have this mindset then? But I wouldn't have this mindset without going through all of those amazing, crazy, now I think of them as amazing things because I wouldn't be here in this headspace without them. But no, I would, you have to go through the journey to get where you are.
Absolutely. So you get to a point, yeah.
And I don't want to now. I think.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I guess you look back on it, you go through the hardest times in your life, and then you go, oh, I wish I was. I look back on so many different things, but here I am talking and knowing where I am. Went back, did these videos. Like, as I said, I got inspired. I was walking through. I said, all right, I'll take my little tripod, got my phone, got my little mic, off I went. Right, and my friends are going, God, you were away for a while. And here I'm walking around Freo. All right, and doing silly videos, or the silly ones for the band, and then doing the spiritual ones. You can't beat the connection to the earth. What happened to me was I thought about it this way. Hang on a minute. I sit there I've always been a procrastinator. That's been built into me, in which I'm smashing out right now. All right. Okay, going, it's too hard. I know where that came from, right? And you're fighting this. It's skeletal He-Man stuff, mate. You're fighting it, right? So it's skeletal He-Man, whatever, Half Foundation, British Bulldogs, whatever, right? So you're fighting this procrastination. So you go, and basically every video I did about, as I said, 70 videos in 3 days, right? And I'm sitting there. They're only small ones, about 2 or 3 minutes, but I've looked at South Fremantle Oval, and I've gone, oh, what a beautiful place. Right, video. Why? Because it's an opportunity. I'm sitting here in Melbourne. I'm 4 hours away from WA. I won't be able to get that opportunity again. Now, it's a small one. Not to say that everyone, you've got to jump on everything, but when you get an opportunity in what you're doing, you're guided this way and let yourself guide it. And then the flow is, and I'm so happy that I've done it. There's a lot of work to be done. Don't get me wrong. But I think that's how I went. How'd you go? And I think I'd be very surprised that didn't happen to you, Jack, at the TP site.
Well, it's not there yet. So basically, they are partnering with a fund with the Manitoba government to be able to facilitate building of a TP and bringing that culture to children of the area and teaching them about that as a historical value for the area. I'm not going to be part of that. I mean, my vision probably won't get me out there for another maybe 5 years, hopefully within 5 years. It gives me something to look forward to, but that's kind of my cousin's thing and his business partner. But their vision was so beautiful that, you know, if they do have a facility, I can definitely come out and help facilitate some meditations and my own little part of that. But I would love to be able to build off that and kind of join together and build something really beautiful with my family.
Absolutely fantastic. This is what we're talking about, guys. We talk about our dreams and what we've done, but we've had a journey to get to where we are. Like, people go, I wish. I was saying that, I go, why can't I be that? But this lovely lady pulled me up a fair few times and said, stop talking negative. You're putting something, and she's right. She's 100% right. Why can't I is not a good way of looking at it. I will, good to start with. I am great. I am grateful for. That's the kind of stuff we do, what both of us do, but I do in the shadow work, which Greg Riley and Michael McNair taught me, which I'll do when I mentor people. Because the first thing I do is be grateful for something. Something that I will do something. That's fine, because that's where you're at. Right, and then you got the I am as well. Okay, so then I am is the strong. Keep going. Sorry.
That Jay is actually going to be my guest host for the All Things Akashic free monthly meeting the first weekend of September. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. He's going to talk to us about the shadow persona, talk to us and give us a couple tips about how we can start working within our shadow. And it's free, 100% free. You just need to be a registered member of my group on Facebook, Akashic Energy Healing. And I'm so excited to get the post out about that, Jay. So it's going to be really exciting.
Absolutely. So we got, as I said, with regards to, because going through what you go through with the shadow, there's so much stuff. We've got so much content and so much knowledge that we've learned. Like, I'm sitting there going, how do I do this? But I have to let the first law of the universe to say, let it flow, let it go. It's really, really, it's one of those things where you just got to trust, and that's the way it is. And Wayne Dyer's The Shift was a big one. You've seen that? Have you watched that recently, Jack?
It's been a bit, but yes, I do think it was very beneficial to listen to.
Yeah,
I would recommend that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're looking for something, sure.
Absolutely. So The Shift, quickly, as I said, we're jumping from here to here, but this is the kind of content that we will do. There's so much information. We're so excited about getting this information out. The Shift is something that I watched about probably 4 or 5 years ago when I was going through the spiritual breakdown, which I had. And then you watch it and you go, okay, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. It tells you about the awakening process, people finding their purpose, people appreciating the simple things in life. Okay, understanding give and receive, freedom of being free, freedom of choice. Okay, and the other things, we're talking about controlling. We can go about control with people. I mean, there's some good stuff that's going to come up, but we're going to be careful what we say. But at the end of the day, people should be living their purpose, regardless of you're male, female, whatever. Live your purpose. If you're living if you've got a partnership or whatever, make sure you respect each other and run each other's partnership. That's the way it works. All right, that's why it should work. It doesn't. We know that. This is where the society we're at. And looking at the shadow, you look at the stuff that's right inside that you were trained to do. Okay, whether you're brought into this life, whatever, but then you've got to get out there and actually walk and I'll use the catchword demon. There you go. You go, okay, you're going to walk towards the demon or walk with my mate, the wolf, which I did. The wolf was looking at me. Here we go. We're talking some real freaky stuff now. the wolf is looking at me in my mind and saying, there's the dark hole, walk with it. That was 12 years ago. I only walked it back in 2020. Actually I walked with this wolf, and then when I went through, it was the ride. It was like going through, remember Willy Wonka? Remember when he went on the roller coaster? There's an analogy for you. Willy Wonka going to the roller coaster, then you go through and plays with your mind, but you're actually going right deep into your soul and go, right, let's get this stuff out. And then when you're safe and when you have good mentors, the sky's the limit. And then you attract these beautiful people. Here we go. To my right. There you go. We got these, and look what we're doing now.
Yeah, exactly. And it really is about trusting your path for yourself. So everybody has an opinion. I'm done with people's opinions.
Absolutely. Well, on that note, guys, we're gonna call it. With Jackie, have you got any last
No. I was like, you know what? I said the thing about the next month, so that was really what I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to say on this call, but it's always a pleasure. Thank you guys for joining us.
And always, absolutely. So have a look at the white light between us. So if you believe in signs and symbols, white, that works out. But guys, thank you so much for joining us today. My name's Jay. I'm on Words of the Warrior and TikTok. Also, Journey of a Whitefeather on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We've got the lovely Jackie on Akashic Healing 333. Lovely numbers. Remember, Angel numbers. Check our channels, and there you can find her on Facebook.
The link.
What was that? Sorry.
Go to the link in my profile.
Go to the link in the profile. She beat me to it. But have a look at that one. Go on Facebook. Okay, you've got YouTube, Instagram, and also obviously a link on the profile on TikTok. And of course, we always sign off. Our hero, Bret the Hitman Hart. I know why I've loved him so much, because I had to connect with this beautiful lady over here from Canada. And he always says, get up and make sure you are the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be, and you'll live the best life you ever will. Guys, thank you so much. We sign off. Take care, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care.